Everybody pities the weak. Jealousy, you have to earn. Hey, what's up, headhunters and executive recruiters? This is David Stephan Patterson. You may know me as DSP, and today is day one of our Thrive Daily motivational series. Now, that quote is from the one and only, the man, the myth, the legend, Arnold Schwarzenegger. Now, Schwarzenegger is known for a lot of zingers, mostly from his cinema career, such as this one from Terminator.
I'll be back.
And of course, Terminator 2.
Come with me if you want to live.
Who can forget Kindergarten Cop?
It might be a tumor.
It's not a tumor. It's not a tumor at all.
One of my all-time favorites, Conan the Barbarian.
Wrong! Conan, what is best in life?
To crush your enemies, see them driven before you, and to hear the lamentation of their women.
That is good. That is good.
And of course, who can forget the most awesome handshake in the world?
Dylan! You son of a bitch.
But with all that being said, regardless of all those zingers and those great one-liners we've heard throughout his cinema career, Arnold is a case study in how one man's willpower can propel someone to massive success. I love this quote of his, and this is one of my favorites. I'm going to butcher it, but in essence, in an interview, he was asked about how do you find time in the day to, if you have a job and you've got your family, how do you find time to do all those things that you want to do, to work towards whatever goals that you have in your life? And for a lot of people, that's their excuse. And Arnold said this. He said that we have 24 hours, so we only sleep for 6. So you got 18 hours remaining. And for those people who say, well, yeah, but I need 8 or 9 hours of sleep, Arnold says, well, simple. Sleep faster. Now, of course, I'm butchering that quote, and I think he said this a few different times, but think about what he says. Now, granted, you can't realistically sleep faster, but at the end of the day, and I love getting my 8 hours of sleep, I think it's very, very important for your productivity, but at the end of the day, you have to find a way, because no one gives a crap about your sorry-ass excuses, right? The only person who does is you. You see, look at that quote from earlier in this video. Everybody pities the weak. Jealousy you have to earn. All right, let's substitute jealousy for just success. I don't want to worry about making people jealous of me. Who cares? But at the end of the day, I want to be successful. I'm sure you do too if you're listening to this. But it is far easier to be a victim. In fact, victimhood is very attractive. It feels good to be pitied. My 2-year-old Isabella, she loves for people to feel sorry for her. When she's crying, she wants to make sure that daddy's looking. So if she's crying and I'm not looking at her, she makes sure she gets in my vision, and then she starts crying again because she wants to make sure that I know that she feels bad or she's sad about whatever, right? That's what toddlers do, and that's what little children do. And unfortunately, especially for this generation, that habit has been carried forward, and now we have this culture where we celebrate victimhood. We celebrate those who blame others for their lack of success. Now, granted, we've all been dealt bad cards. I get it. So was Arnold. Arnold didn't have two nickels to rub together when he came to the U.S. He could barely speak the language. He had to sleep on couches. He had to work as a bricklayer, right? He barely got any sleep, and he made it happen. When he wanted to get into acting, they told him he would never succeed. His name was too long. It sounded too funny. His accent sounded weird. He had a weird-looking body because no one put bodybuilders in movies back then, right? He was not leading man material at all. And look at him, and look at his career, right? When he decided to run for governor, they told him there's no chance he would ever be elected. He had no political experience, and he got elected twice. Twice. How crazy is that? Now look, Arnold Schwarzenegger is a great lesson in how one should never paint yourself in this victim box, because he could have done that. And we all can do it. Heck, I could have. I've got a speech impediment. I've had a speech impediment for my entire life. And I could have let that hold me back. And now, no one can tell I have it. But it took me a long time to beat it, and it's still there. Now, could I have painted myself as a victim and had people feel sorry for me? Sure, probably would have made me feel good in the moment, but would have not have served my life nor my family's life. So today, think to yourself, what are you doing right now in the recession that we're in, right? Are you blaming others? Are you blaming the economy? Are you blaming clients that aren't hiring? Are you blaming candidates that aren't picking up the phone or that are not taking offers or what have you? At the end of the day, you can blame everybody else in the world. That's fine. But it's not going to get you to where you want to be. You need to look in the mirror, point the finger at yourself and say, what can I change about myself to move myself forward? Refuse to be a victim. You are a victor. And so here's your action item for today. I want you every single day to wake up in the morning and look at yourself in the mirror and tell yourself, I am not a victim of my circumstances. I am a victor over my circumstances. And at any time during the day when you feel that slide back to the temptation to go post on social media, to complain about this or complain to your spouse about that, I want you to catch yourself and refuse the temptation to slide back into victimhood. Forge a path forward, right? I want you to be a victor over your circumstances, not a victim. All right? That is your action item for today. Now, with that being said, make sure you tune in tomorrow. Tomorrow, I'm going to talk to you about how you can use the operator mindset to cut out all the bullshit excuses, overcome the indecision, and become unstoppable. If you don't know what the operator mindset is, don't worry, I'll explain it tomorrow. And with that being said, I will see you fine folks later. Peace out. Hey, thank you for watching the Thrive Daily video series for recruiters and how to pivot your business so you can survive and thrive during this recession. Make sure you subscribe, sign up at thrivedaily.io, and as always, recruiters, happy hunting. Oh.